From Star Television Network, Channel 21, welcome to the News Bulletin with me, Leonora Jawara. Here are the main headlines. ActionAid Sierra Leone, in partnership with Center for the Coordination of Youth Activities, has kickstarted a project titled Mobilizing Civil Society Support for the Implementation of African Governance Architecture. Abrukagbo, an indigene of Kafo-Bulom Chiefdom in Lunge, has joined the race to contest for constituency 077 symbol under the ruling All People's Congress Party. A senior nurse, Agnes Fatmata Martha Jallo, who have served with wealth of experience in the nursing field, has declared her intention to contest as Member of Parliament for constituency 113 in the Western Area Urban District, aimed at improving health issues, education, agriculture, and other sectors in the country. And in sports, Marampa Stars football team based in Lunsal and Wusum Stars Football Club in Makeni have qualified to the grand finals in the ongoing President Anes by Kuruma Inter-Districts Football Competition, organized by the Bombali Districts Football Association, sponsored by Honorable Cherno Majuba. All these making the headlines. And now the news in detail. ActionAid Sierra Leone, in partnership with Center for the Coordination of Youth Activities, CCYA, has kickstarted a project titled Mobilizing Civil Society Support for the Implementation of African Governance Architecture. Adamasila has more, and she now reports.
ActionAid Sierra Leone, in partnership with the Center for Coordination of Youth Activities, with support from the European Union, is set to kickstart a 3-year project titled Mobilizing Civil Society Support for the Implementation of African Governance Architecture, with a consortium of 13 civil society organization platforms with co-applicants from 8 focus countries led by ActionAid Denmark. Whilst addressing the cross-section of members of the press, the Executive Director of ActionAid Sierra Leone, Mohamed Silla, stated that the project aimed to increase and strengthen the role the civil society organizations play in processes to ensure the African Union member states are more democratic and accountable to their citizens, as he further described how the project will be implemented.
We'll be implementing the project in 3 locations: Western Area, Luo, and Bombali districts. As I said, it will run for 3 years. Officially, the big project between Denmark and EU was signed way back in April, and then they came to recruit at higher level before they started to develop the MOU with countries. And so we have also started in the last 3 months to actually start some basic activities. The full implementation, hopefully, we start in January. So the reason why we are invited to this session is because we want everybody to know that we will be handling this issue. The African governance architecture, I would encourage you to just Google it. It has a lot of important information for which the government of Sierra Leone has signed up to, a lot of the shared values for which it was formed. But there's one part of it that we are concentrating on in this project, that is the charter that deals with democracy, elections, and governance. So that is the one that we'll be focusing on. It basically run along to work with civil society, to work with media, to educate the people so as to generate the sense of demand on what our government is doing to implement the charter they have signed up to at the African Union level. It also implies we will be linking up with at the ECOWAS level and at the African Union level on what our group is working on itself and what these others are also doing, because it's a collective effort. About 13 groups in 8 countries are working on. So without much ado, this is what we have for you today. And to say, once we get the press release out, and this, as I'll continue to say, it has a big element in the media, before we allow the media to help us educate.
Golo Carter, Executive Director, Center for the Coordination of Youth Activities, whilst reading out the press statement, stated that the project will be implemented in Bo, Bombali and Western area, and the duration of the project is from 2017 to 2020. He then said that the project has a component of youth involvement and a component set aside for women who constitute 50.9% of the population. That will form a major target, considering that women are marginalized in all aspects, particularly in governance.
Action Aid Sierra Leone, in partnership with Center for Coordination of Youth Activities, today kickstarts a project titled Mobilizing Civil Society Support for Implementation of the African Governance Architecture. In September 2017, Action Aid Sierra Leone signed a grant and collaborative agreement with Action Aid Denmark with total funding of €5 million from the European Union to implement the 36 months project across 8 African countries. The total funding that comes to Action Aid Sierra Leone during the 3 years implementation of the project is €365,878. The project has a consortium of 13 civil society platforms, co-applicants from 8 focus countries led by Action Aid Denmark. The partners include Action Aid Ghana, Association Action Aid Mozambique, Action Aid International Foundation Nigeria Limited, Action Aid Sierra Leone, Action Aid International Uganda, Action Aid Tanzania, Center for Coordination of Youth Activities, with 3 regional civil society platforms: East African Civil Society Organization, Forum, ESCOF, Southern African Development Community Council of Non-Governmental Organizations, West African Civil Society Forum, WACSOF, 1 regional media entity, the Media Foundation for West Africa, and 1 regional research center.
The project will reach out for broader advocacy not only to regional civil society blocs but also to WASCOF in Sierra Leone and other like-minded civil society organizations and movements with keen interest on governance at national and sub-national levels in a bid to enhance inclusive governance and to demand accountability for upholding the tenets of good governance in Sierra Leone. Adama Silla, Star TV News, Freetown.
Abdul Kagbo, an indigene of Kafubulom Chiefdom in Lunge, has joined the race to contest for constituency 077 symbol under the ruling All People's Congress Party. Now, Abdul's intention was made known over the weekend in Lunge, with dozens of supporters coming out in support of this young man. Our reporter Mohamed Kone was there and he found this report.
This is how it was in Lunge, in the Kafubulon Chiefdom, northern Sierra Leone, as dozens of jubilant crowd came out in support of Abdul Kagbo for the APC symbol in constituency 077. Abdul was born and raised in Lunge and has grown up to be a fine young man. His intention to aspire for a symbol under the ruling All People's Congress is key towards the development of constituency 077 and the Kafubulon Chiefdom in particular.
There has been a lot of problems all over, and the people were dissatisfied as a result of the fact that most times when people are awarded the symbol, prior to them being awarded the symbol, they are with the people. But no sooner they are awarded the symbol, they treat the people with carelessness and dismiss them with the back of their hand. So the people are solely dissatisfied. So this time around, the people came together and said, no, we don't want to be treated carelessly. We want to give our support to somebody who has always been with this chiefdom and somebody who has supported the chiefdom in diverse ways. I have always been within the nook and cranny of this chiefdom. When there was Ebola scourge in this chiefdom, the paramount chief summoned all the indigenes to come. Most indigenes did not come, but Abdul Kabo left everything. I obtained leave, from my workplace, and I came. And I solitarily led the pledge that produced at the end of the day 66 million for the constituency, and that was what we used to combat the Ebola scourge that was killing our people daily. It did not stop that. Also when we had this census, how to sensitize our people, because we have 2 constituencies now as a result of the fact that people came out, in their numbers to register. It was us that led the sensitization process. We contributed money, we went to every corner of this constituency, we informed the people about the importance of them being registered. And
Abdul Kabo is contesting against the incumbent Honorable Bine Bangura, who has served 2 terms, and a host of others. The battle for the APC symbol in constituency 077 remains a big fight, but Abdul believes he is the most fitted person for the symbol to represent the APC in Parliament come 2018.
About a week ago, an organization called IPA, extemporaneously invited all of us to a debate session at the community center. That was an opportunity for each candidate to have exhumed some of the potentials they have, to convince the country that they are totally fit for the position. But you go and ask the audience there, they will tell you that Abdul Kabo handled the issues with aplomb and panache and with alacrity. I handled the issues consistently, persistently, and insistently. And they will tell you that Abdul Kabo has a very genuine agenda for the people, because I have always been with the people. I have mixed with the people for quite a while. There is nothing the people need that Abdul Kabo cannot provide solution to.
Despite this fine attribute by this fine young man, securing the symbol is a daunting task. But the people in this part of the country believes Abdul is a better choice that will push the development of constituency 077.
I think in politics, what matters most is the support, because for every citizen is entitled to 1 vote. And Abdul Kabo has got the majority support in constituency 077. And for every successful leader, you have to possess 3 things: people, principles, and projects. And Abdul Kabo has covered it.
The jubilant crowd that came out in support of Engineer Abdul Kabo explains the reason why this fine young man remains the most fitted for the APC symbol for constituency 077. Notwithstanding this, the road towards bagging the APC symbol for constituency 077 still remains a long way to go. For Star Television News, this is Mohammed Kone reporting.
A senior nurse, Agnes Fatmata Matha Jallo, who has served with wealth of experience in the nursing field, has declared her intention to contest as Member of Parliament for constituency 113 in the Western Area Urban District, aimed at improving health issues, education, agriculture, and other sectors in the country. Andrew Baseman has more and in our reports.
A senior nurse, Agnes Fatmata Matha Jallo, who have served with wealth of experience in the nursing field, has declared under the All People's Congress Party her intention to contest as Member of Parliament for constituency 113 in the Western Area Urban District, aimed at improving health issues, education, agriculture, and other sectors in the country. Addressing supporters of the All People's Congress Party in the eastern part of Freetown, including a mammoth crowd and stakeholders in that community, the aspirant Agnes Fatmata Matha Jallo said her intention to contest to become the Member of Parliament for constituency 113 is as a result of the passion and the plans she has to develop and improve the lives of the youth in the country. She encouraged all supporters of the party to cast their votes for the party so that the party will be victorious come 2018 presidential and general elections.
At a contest for the position of Honorable Member of Parliament, constituency 113 for 2018 election, March 7. At a contest for simple reason. 1, I want for effect a positive change. 2, I want to create an opportunity for youth empowerment. And 2, for ensure gender equity and women empowerment. Basically, the only reason you also put together make her the contest for the position of honorary member of parliament.
A paralegal official attached to the Legal Aid Board Sierra Leone, Dominic Tolley, explained the electionary laws of the elections to supporters of Agnes Fatmata Mata Jallow and further cautioned them to be law-abiding during their campaign exercise and after the elections, adding that any person found guilty violating the electionary laws will face the full penalty of the law.
As we know, now we dey provide justice for the poor. And then at this forum for the legal education in election-related issue. We get issue where they lead to election violence, when our political intolerance, we get voters education, we get intimidation. People that need for be educated about this voting process, intimidation will lead to violence, and also we get electoral offenses, this buying and selling of registered voters card. Then it will lead to another violence, and this interruption, where they interrupt the public gathering, where they give a mandate for do by law, you go interrupt and you go not to that party again, it will lead to corruption, where they disturb political canvassing, like where political party they rally, you go obstruct, you go not to a party, where they only you either pay 5 million or you go 5 years imprisonment. So the Legal Aid Board and the UNDPC and FITSE will not for wait no more for the pull in a prison or for representing a court. We will also be proactive for tell them what in the law say and what in there for do so that we will get a very peaceful and free and fair election as Sierra Leone.
In an interview with the youth chairman of Constituency 113, Yusufu Masare, he noted that the huge support of the community and the work of the Madam Jallow in the area of reproductive health, general nursing, and in other developmental activities, and urged the All People's Congress Party to give her the party symbol come the 2018 March presidential and general elections.
We want the APC party give symbol to this woman. Now, because we believe, say, he able to deliver to we. Yes, this woman don't deliver in the area of health. Yes, this woman don't deliver in the area of education. Yes, this woman don't deliver in plenty areas and aspects of life. This woman not just another ordinary woman. They don't contest 2012. They don't get a symbol. The people then go aggrieve because of the hierarchy of the party. It's up to all men for them to support APC. And APC got 50 in 2012. Now, me a man, I'm not supposed to become the man. But because I believe, say, my man are one, and this is my river.
The declaration of Agnes Fatmata Mata Jallow and the huge community support in Constituency 113 for her candidacy has clearly indicates victory for the All People's Congress Party. Andrew Bestman reporting.
And now to round up a news bulletin, let's check out the sports news where Marampa Stars football team based in Lunsar and Wusum Stars Football Club in Makeni have qualified to the grand finals in the ongoing President Ernest Bai Kurumoa Inter-Districts Football Competition organized by the Bombali Districts Football Association, sponsored by Honorable Cherno Majuba. Hilton John, our sports correspondent, is all set with all the details.
Thanks to Eleanor Jawa. Into the sports, congratulations to Wusum Star football team and also Marampa Stars in the ongoing President Ernest Bai Kurumoa football competition in the northern region and also in the eastern parts of the country. Good performance coming up there from Wusum Star Football Club against Sky Eagles. In both legs, Wusum Star succeeded in a 4-1 victory in aggregate for them to book the ticket to the grand final in this year's competition organized by the Bombali District Football Association, sponsored by the running mates of the ruling party, Honorable Cherno Majuba. And also we saw good performance of Marampa Stars against the Kaula Rangers, despite there was a little bit controversy in the game after we saw Kaula Rangers abandon the field when referee Mohamed Bangura blows his whistle for the third penalty to the team called Marampa Stars. According to the organizers, Marampa Stars have qualified to the grand final. Marampa Stars will play against Wusum Stars the 25th of this month in Makeni. So we yet to see the best in the two qualifiers for this season President Anesbai Koroma Inter-District Football Competition, sponsored by the running mates of the Golden Party. We hope to get the best out of the two qualifying teams in this year's final. An incredible win for the side called Fobetan Community in the ongoing Central One Football Association Inter-Community League. They succeeded with an emphatic win, 6-0, against the side called Grafton Community. According to the head coach for the Fobe Community, Capello, the result it was not a surprise for his team. They deserve what they have, and they succeeded, getting a win by 6-0.
I feel very, very happy because while it's time for the community, it's been a long time. We're not particularly cover in the one football station. I believe today, our 4-game competition, and we have win 6. I believe that I'm very, very happy. I'm the most happiest man ever.
What's the sort of players that will score 6 goals into this game?
And I believe, first of all, the side of Grafton, I believe, I go with the training session over 2 days at the Grafton training field. I believe, I try for work and in the week and the week went, I tell the boys, now the side of Grafton, underdogs. They said, young boys them. I believe they carry first tennis at the competition for can't expose the boys. Now boys, no praise the guy. Praise the guy who win this game. And the boys they praise the guy who get to goal. First half, except for get the balance goal.
So you go win the championship this year?
Exactly, because you want to start of the community. Since football start, when the team only first game after 6 notes, I believe in particular game today, we have win 6 notes. I believe we stand a chance to win this competition.
My name is Olu Davis. Police coach.
You feel for win to this game? Why?
Well, the Bobode want bring a young Bobode what they bring up, and Bobode and they bring them up and first expose that they don't come. One they don't play the next time match, then that time game now. So I just bring them up. I don't want to let them see them. But with next match, we will make them up and go see.
You would expect you lost to this game?
Yes. We lost them. You know why we lost them? Because we're doing Bobode and the first experience inside Bobode they don't get. So the next game now, I go push them up. That's ending now the Bobode now. And go push to wait here and the landing now.
Ending the interview is the head coach of the Grafton Community, who is Coach Olu. We hope that the Grafton team will work very, very hard for them to win their second match in the ongoing Inter-Community League organized by the Central One Football Association at the Paris Playing Ground. Finally, for today's sport news in the international scene, congratulations to Chelsea football team. They have qualified to the semi-finals in the ongoing Caballero Cup after we saw they succeeded against Bournemouth by 2-1. Chelsea did well for them to play against Arsenal. So in the Caballero Cup, former known as Carling Cup, Chelsea will play against Arsenal. That's all for sports. Back to Leonora Jawa in the studio.
Well, that's all in a news bulletin file here on Star Television Network, Channel 21. Thank you for watching. I am Leonora Jawara. The weather forecast is up next.